What's up everyone? Welcome to today's video. Fall is approaching, and with fall, the arrival of football season starts. Now, whether you are a high school football fan, college football fan, pro football fan, all of the above, or none of the above, to me, football season equals fun snacks, because fall is when the oven really can be turned on for longer amounts of time than, oh my gosh, I turned it on to bake something and now we're kicking it back off and fanning it out because we're all dying of heat stroke. And I saw this recipe online and I thought, how can I make this where it is more Weight Watchers friendly and really for one person? Because if I'm being quite honest, if I'm going to eat a snack, it's going to have ranch in it and Sam's not going to eat it. And so I want to make something that I can make in a smaller batch that I can then enjoy because I know the points. So we're going to make a quick and easy trail mix that we can either eat cold or, we can pop in the oven. Let's get going. So this is a pretty simple recipe. It does not require a whole lot of ingredients. It requires some pretzels. Now, I am using pretzel sticks. I am a fan of pretzel sticks. If you want to use twisty pretzels, use twisty pretzels. If you want to use little rings, use little rings. If you want to use the little waffle pretzel, use the waffle pretzel. We're going with sticks today. So we are going to do 1.2 ounce of pretzel sticks. That is 3 points. I had them weighed out here in my little coffee filter, and I'm putting them in just a little container that I've got right here. Next, we're going to need some Cheez-Its. Now, I will put a picture of the original recipe in the end, and it called for 1 cup of 2 different kinds of Cheez-Its. Have you noticed the price of Cheez-Its lately? Now look, I get it, groceries are expensive, but guys, I paid almost $4 for this 1 box of Cheez-Its. But I went with this one. Why? Because it's a duos. It's got sharp cheddar and it's got parm. It's got 2 flavors in it for 1 price. Bada bing, bang a buck. So we're going to do 1 ounce of Cheez-Its. And 1 ounce of Cheez-Its is 5 points. And you're probably going, oh my gosh, that's a lot of points. Well, it's also going to be a whole lot of Cheez-Its. Alright, turning on my scale. Guys, if you are weighing stuff out and it's not a liquid, paper coffee filters, you can weigh in them and then toss them out and it doesn't create a dirty dish. So I'm going to just weigh out my Cheez-Its. And the thing about getting the duos is you really are never going to make the same snack mix twice, because the ratio of like the different Cheez-Its is going to be different each time. Okay, I'm at 1 ounce. And put that away. Here is my 1 ounce of duos. It's just going straight into this little container. Now, the next part. This next part is to your taste. I am actually needing this is based on taste. I love a good ranchy snack. So I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of ranch dressing seasoning. If y'all aren't if you aren't buying this and you're just buying the ranch packets, I don't know what is wrong with you. Okay, try this again. There was a big clump right on top and I didn't want it in there. Got our, basically a tablespoon. Even if I did a tablespoon and a half, it would be the same points. It's 0. So I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, the next ingredient I am going to make sure to measure out pretty appropriately is vegetable oil. Now, you can use cooking spray for this, but I'm going to be shaking this thing up, so I want the liquid in there. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil, and I'm going to measure this out very carefully, very precisely, because I do not want to add extra points where I do not have to. And I'm just putting that straight into my container. So here's what we've got. We've got pretzel sticks, Cheez-Its, ranch dressing, and 1 teaspoon of seasoning, or of vegetable oil. I'm gonna pop my lid on, and we're gonna shake. Alright, so we're going to take a look. And I don't think it's quite as coated as I'd like it to be. So I am going to add 1 more teaspoon of vegetable oil. Now, if I had used like a teaspoon of ranch seasoning, it probably would have coated a little different. But since I used a little bit more ranch seasoning, I need to add a little bit more vegetable oil. That will up the points a little bit, but I can also turn this into multiple servings. Okay, back to mixing. Good this time. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Here's our mix. Now according to Google, when I put in this recipe to like do all the conversions and stuff for me, it said that you can eat this straight out of the container. So we're gonna test that theory. Let's find a good one. Ooh, 2 for the price of 1. Not bad, but I think it can be better. So we're actually going to warm this up. So I already have my oven preheated to 250. And I have this little bitty cookie sheet. Got it on Amazon. It's actually Nordic Ware. It came with 2 for like $13. So we're going to spread this out onto the cookie sheet. And then we're going to pop it in the oven for about 10 minutes. And then we'll give it a test warm. Starting to smell it a little bit more, so I went ahead and pulled it about a minute sooner. I'm going to show you with using oven mitt. And here's what it looks like. It's all nice and crispy coated, warm out of the oven. Let's see what we got going on here. Y'all, that is fantastic, and it didn't take really that long to make. Now I know you're going, Lena, that is not enough for like any single person. This actually could be considered 2 servings. So, which is what I am doing. I'm going to break it up into 2 servings. I'm going to take another tray. I'm going to weigh it. I'm going to take out half, and then have the other half for another time. But now I have to try pretzel. Y'all, this is so good. I have to go put this down. So, highly recommend making this recipe. I will put both the regular recipe and the Weight Watchers adapted recipe in the video, at the end of the video, so that if you want to make it, you can. Because, you know, what's a football game without a crunchy snack? Guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one. Toodles! Here's half. Half in that container, half on the tray. It's a little while later, and I want to apologize if I seem a little off in this video. The day that I filmed this, like I was in an okay mood, but it seemed like I was just in a weird funk in the afternoon, and I don't know if it came across in the video or not. I think it did, but I hope that you guys still enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you make it, and here is the recipe.